Respected sir, I am going to explain about continuous improvement approach, that is about lean. What is improvement approach? The process of making small incremental changes that add up to significant results based on deliberate observation of current processes. What is lean? Value optimization. This involves focusing on creating value for the customer by delivering exactly what they need when they need it and in the quantity they need it. By understanding customer requirements and preferences, business can tailor their products and service to meet specific demands. They are enhancing customer satisfaction and loyalty. And another one is about waste elimination. This principle emphasizes the identification and elimination of waste from the production process. Waste can manifest in various forms such as overproduction, defects, inventory, waiting, people's schools, etc. The relentless identification and elimination of waste from our process so that we can flow at the rate of customer demand. What is lean? Lean is a systematic approach of eliminating waste, so every step adds value for the customer. What is value? In the context of lean, value refers to anything that the customer is willing to pay for it. It is not just about the product itself, but also the features, services, and experiences that meet the customer's need and preferences. Lean focuses on understanding customer value and ensuring that every step in the process adds value, thereby minimizing waste and maximizing customer satisfaction. And another one is about cost, quality, delivery. Let us understand what is waste. Waste is any activity that consumes time, resources, or space but does not add any value to the product or service. First, explaining about pure waste. These are activities that can be completely eliminated from the process without affecting the customer's perception of value. Pure waste include tasks that are necessary, redundant, or inefficient and contribute no value to the product or service. Identifying and eliminating contribute no value to the product service. Identifying and eliminating pure waste is a key focus of lean methodologies to streamline process and maximum efficiency. Another one is incidental waste. Actions that need to be done based on how the current system operates but do not add value. About value defined, in that we have three types: value added activities, incidental waste, pure waste. Value added activities, it transforms or shapes material or information. It requires for the customers done right the first time. Incidental waste, no value created but required by current technology. Another one is no value created but required by current thinking. No value created but required by process limitations. No value created but required by current process. Pure waste, consume resources but creates no value for the customer, could be stopped and it would be invisible to the customer. What are the constraints that are related on performance improvement? Lack of funds, resources, time, and personnel are the top four constraints that companies experience in achieving measurable improvements in business performance. For example, like funds, resources, time, qualified personnel, it is given percentages like 43, 42, 40, 32, etc. Let us understand about five principles of lean. First principle is define value from the customer perspective, identify the value stream, make the process flow, pull from the customer, head toward perfection. See, there is a scenario in explaining about lean manufacturing principles. There are three people, and first principle explaining about specifying value. Value can only be defined by the ultimate customer. Value is only meaningful when expressed in terms of a specific product or service which meets the customer needs. That is about the requirement at a specific price at a specific time. Second one is identify and create value streams. A value stream is all the actions currently required to bring a product from raw materials into the arms of the customer. Third one is making value flow. Products should flow through a lean organization at the rate that the customer needs them without being caught up in inventory or delayed. Fourth one is pull production, not push. Only make as required, not about use amount. Pull the value according to the customer's demand. Fifth one is about striving for perfection. Perfection does not just mean quality, means producing exactly what the customer wants, exactly when the customer required it, at a fair price with the minimum wastage. First principle is about specify value. Value is defined from the perspective of the end customer by understanding their needs, preferences, and priorities for each product family. This involves identifying the features, functions, or characteristics of the product that customer are willing to pay for. Another one is identify the value stream. The value stream represents all the steps and process involving in delivering value to the customer for each product family. This includes both value creating activities that directly contribute to meeting customer needs and non-value added activities that should be minimized or eliminated. Next one is about create flow. Make the value creating steps occur in tight sequence so that it will flow smoothly towards the customer. Another one is about let the customer pull product through the value stream. Make only what the customer has ordered. That is removing unnecessary quantities. Next one is seek perfection. As value is specified, value streams are identified, waste steps are removed, and flow and pull are introduced. Begin the process again and continue it until a state of perfection is reached in which perfect value is created with no waste. Goals of lean. First one is about improve quality. In order to stay competitive in today's marketplace, a company must understand its customers' wants and requirements and design process to meet their expectations. Eliminate waste. Waste is any activity that consumes time, resources, or space but does not add any value to the product or service. Reducing time. Reducing time takes to finish an activity from start to finish, and it is one of the most effective ways to eliminate waste and lower cost. Reduce total cost. To minimize cost, a company must produce only to customer requirement needs. Overproduction increases a company's invest cost due to storage quantity. 8 forms of waste. First one, overproduction occurs when production should have stopped. Next one is waiting, periods of inactivity, transport, unnecessary movement of materials, extra processing, rework and reprocessing. Inventory, excess inventory not directly required for current orders. Motion, extra steps taken by employees due to inefficient layout. Defects, do not conform to specifications or expectations. Next one is about people skills. Overproduction, supplying the process with more than is needed to meet order requirements sooner and faster than it is needed causes almost all other types of waste. This is the worst waste of all because it helps cause all others. Some of the common causes are producing more than is required to make up for yield loss, scheduling production to forecast demand, long changeovers or avoiding changeovers lead to large lot production, and ways to solve is manufacture tom orders, smaller batches, Kanban, reduce changeover times. Kanban means a process management, checking the status of each job and controlling the flow of productivity and make back to warehouse. Next one is about inventory. Requires people's equipment and space to count, transport, store, and maintain it. If you do not get orders, the material will become obsolete and be thrown away. Inventory is often used to help hide other wastes. Common causes are overproduction, poor equipment, long changeover, defective or questionable parts, mismatched production speeds. Waste to solve is consolidate layout, zero defect quality, source inspection, line balance, stock time. Transportation, double or triple handling involving unnecessary movement of materials in and out of storage areas and warehouses leads to various forms of waste. Firstly, it increases the risk of damage to materials through excessive handling, which can result in defects and rework. Secondly, this process adds no value and as a temporary solution to clear excess inventory, further making underlying inefficiencies in production process. Common causes are extra inventory, retention points before and after operations, excessive distance between operations, single skill focused operations, and ways to solve is remove storage areas, workforce flexibility, Kanban, etc. Next waste is about motion operators walking without working away from workstation, searching for tools, materials, and information, reaching, bending, or unnecessary motion due to poor housekeeping or workplace layout. Process is not designed with employees in mind. Common causes are poor workstation layout, isolated operations, shared tools, fatigue, workstation congestion. Ways to solve is about point of use supplies, workstation design, correct workstation design, etc. Waste is about processing, doing more than is necessary to produce an effectively functioning product. Extra setup steps over specification of the process, extra processing steps. Common causes are lack of standard work or process, equipment designed overly, process not updated with technology changes, lack of effective problem solving, ways to solve like Six Sigma, empowerment, employee, stand work, etc. Next one, defects or quality. Defective or scrap materials, cost of inspecting defects, responding to customer complaints, rework or re-inspection of questionable materials. Common causes are emphasis on downstream, lack of standard work, material handling. How to solve is about Six Sigma process design for manufacturing. Next one is about waiting. Operator waiting for missions to run or cycle. Mission waiting for operator. Waiting for parts, instructions, approval, information, maintenance, decisions. Common causes poor layout, insufficiently staffed, mission breakdowns, poor layout. Ways to solve is Kanban, workforce flexibility, consultant layout, produce to talk time. Next one is people skill. Employees are seen as a source of labor only, not seen as true process experts. People are told what to do and asked not to think. Employees are not involved in finding solutions, opportunities to improve our process are missed. Common causes are management does not involve employees in problem solving. Old school management, worker relationships, narrowly defined jobs and expectations, ways to solve communication, small group activity like problem solving, etc.